Is there a new graphic on the A site? That's not a major graffiti, is it?
No,
that's been there for a long time, according to Reese. How have we neither of us?
Pizza.
We're focused on other things.
We know
that is, yes. We've seen this one before. The 4-op setup out of spawn. We know that exists. But just to make note of it as well, Breezy's here tonight, but we have Chuti that's standing in this time for Without a Roof. He was the top-rated player in ESEA Premier last season, and he's Mexican, which we don't often see in the pro circuit. So an interesting storyline in that. Shroud's going to take down Ape to start it off, and Chuti, he's on the board with 2. The Mexican stepping up in huge style. Very cool to get another nation in the pro circuit. Hopefully he can prove himself this evening. No one's got nothing. Remember, he had a great series last night. Slemmy will draw blood against former teammates, bring it back down to just a one-man advantage. Repeats, though, aggressively, and he needs to be a little bit careful. That flash will discourage him from doing so again. But Stewie, not surprisingly, will take the fight.
3-on-2 now. Stewie, no HP, 38 to be exact. He'll be fighting from CD spawn. It's going to be Breezy who's trying to take this kill down. That should be an easy kill now. The flashbang was effective, but it's not quite enough. Stewie does drop, and it's going to be Without a Roof taking that first round. So interesting scenes there. Quite a fast tactic there. They're going for that long spawn in Chuti. As you said, the unearthed talent from Premier, I believe. He's apparently the top-rated player in that sort of division. He was given a chance here Without a Roof. And this is, so we're missing Buzzer, who was what we saw last night.
Right, Buzzer was also a stand-in.
He's never stand-in, sure.
So.
But now it's Breezy who's back, who's we've been told. I haven't watched him play before. I've been told he's completely lights out and like the biggest fragger. So
yeah, that's definitely not the Breezy from New Era, because that is not even close to how he spelled it. So.
Yeah, Brizzer.
Well, he's definitely had some speculation around him. I'm excited to see it firsthand. Shroud trying to go for the deagle shots as Without a Roof did win the pistol yet again on Dust 2. They've got decent control of mid right now. They don't know this yet, but they've got a lot of openings right now as we can see it. There's 2 players on toward Catwalk right now. A boost for Nothing and Stewie.
They haven't forced what into this one. Just a few upgraded pistols here. No armor purchase, a couple of flashbangs. But yeah, this is definitely an interesting boost. Towards short. It's going to be Breezy getting that first kill on towards Shroud in the back of B, just on that platform area. Now he does have control of the side as well. There's no other CTs there. So this should be planted, and now I think Cloud9 will be realizing that's exactly what's going on. They'll start rotating soon. In terms of saving the weapons, if anything got 5 sevens and P250, there's not really much to save. So we'll see whether they can get anything out of this. There is going to be Shooty. Are we going to Chutty? Shooty? Shooty?
I think it's Chuty, but I'm not sure.
Shutty sounds nice.
Shooty like Cutie. Chutty does sound nice.
That's what to say.
Speaking of, he's going to take down Skadoodle.
I'm sure we'll get tweeted soon. Idiots. Did you not notice this? How could you not?
Stewie's going to walk through that 5-7 in hand, and it's Chuty again that's going to find him now. 2 kills in the round, but I won't read too much in as they are anti-eco kills. Nothing desperate to get a flashbang out. Do some damage. Nearly does take down DSR, who, by the way, with Slemmy's absence and joining Cloud9, is now the in-game leader for Without a Roof.
Indeed. Well, we didn't see Cloud9 force by in a second. They'll be going for that stronger first gun round here. Without a Roof do have UMPs and scouts. And this is almost a redundant round. Not really much to report here. A couple of PC-50s for Cloud9. And DSR looking for that shot through the wall, but the HE grenade does shield. I think it's movements into that B side. So a little 4-man stack towards long. They've got a flash. That's in the hands of Slemmy. He'll be flashing over momentarily. And they were waiting to show something from the terrorist to give them a reason to face it. But Slemmy decides against it, calls his players back towards B. They have got nothing, as I mentioned before, on that side, trying to gain some intel here. It's round number 3. You'd assume this is almost guaranteed going in the favour of Without a Roof, but who knows? Good work here from Nothing could prove to be problematic. Wow. Gets 2 kills. Very nice stuff from him now. I know this is a real problem. He's funneling the terrorist back towards the B tunnel, but going to have Stewie waiting for them. He's done a ton of damage as well. This kill is coming left, right, and centre. It's now going to be a 4-on-2 in favour of Cloud9. And Chuti and Ape have very little HP between them. So this is actually kind of crazy this round works out. All down to Nothing with the PT-50 in the B side.
Yeah, this is nuts. That's 2 very, very large kills for him to come up with, and he forced them, played it in such an angle that they were so far in, they were essentially already committed to it. Ape and Chuty. Again with a kill in this round, we can start to see that he does have individual skill, but right now they're desperate to try and claw this round away because it would go 3-0, and then finally guns to come out. Now they've already given Cloud9 a real chance. Able to buy. Bomb plant would make things better still. They're going to work on toward the A side. It's Skadoodle that waits toward Goose. And Nothing with that P250 that was menacing on the B side, has rotated all the way over. Ape's extremely low, just 9 HP, can't find the shot. Skadoodle low. Okay, doesn't even need to peek. Nothing's got it again. And as they continue to cross out toward quad, Chuty now has to come up absolutely huge against 4 players with the bomb down. Nade's going to take him out at 12 HP, and there's nothing he can do. He's gone. He's dead.
They don't want to kill him. You can see that they actually didn't want to face him. So now they're going in for the kill. Going to get it as well. Deny the money.
Smart, very smart. And I think he might have been aware of it because he tried to get in towards CT spawn. And he did try and force the issue.
Which player was that was the last one?
Chuty.
Oh, so he must have had a little bit more cash than everyone else because he wasn't too...
Well, he has built up a good number of anti-eco frags. He leads the way at 7, so...
So obviously, they were denying his cash, but he still can buy here, so it's not the end of the world. But still, that was smart from Cloud9. They didn't have anything to lose there. They could sacrifice him and make sure he doesn't get any cash going for the next round. But it's going to be Cloud9 on the board now. Nothing. Some fantastic work there. Solo and B with no utility. He finds 2 kills dropping it up. And that's a big nade coming in from him once again. That was a ton of damage. DSL going down to 4. And as much as I'd anticipated on the other players, getting out, without a week, forcing their way through the mid doors.
Flash out and nothing. Gonna repeat this. Sprays down. He got a lineup. Breezy goes as well. And nothing starting off very well inside of this B site. Already that P250 in the last round. And this time, he's gonna get the ace. Sprays down all 5. The last 2 rounds, all in the hands of Jordan Gilbert.
Nothing but headshots, baby. Well, there was 4 of them, but...
He's got 8 kills.
This is a sick couple of rounds for Jordan. Like, really impressive stuff. Rolling back the years to 2015. But
to EG days,
yeah.
1.6 on nuke.
Yeah, sure. Wall bangs.
Yeah.
Cheating, of course, but you know. There it is. Skadoodle getting the orb shot on towards Chuty as he was crossing towards spawn. This is a redundant round anyway. It's going to be PT50s and Glocks as we enter round number 5. So Cloud9, you have to say, really down to the play, exceptional play for nothing, I have to say. Let's get them back into this. That was a full force in the last one, and he just mows them down from B doors.
Here we go. No one's up cap, but 3 people facing already. Skadoodle hits the shot on Ape and Stewie. UMP. Nothing steals the last one, but builds up a little bit of bank with it. Good read of the situation from Stewie. Guns to come right back up. Now DSR's got 56. He did go for it. And he's going to hold it himself. So Strat calling and opping. How many times have we seen that combination over the years?
A fair few times.
Oh, that's ridiculous. AK shot at that. Through the door as they tapped away.
This answer back straight away, Skadoodle. So that was it. Like you said, that's very rare to see that happen. The AK, that's like a 1 in 100 sort of thing to go down. And it works out, but they lose the kill straight back. Skadoodle knew he had to step up there. And now Breezy. A player I've had a lot about, but yet to see anything too crazy from him. We'll see what he decides to do.
Seems weird. I've seen Slemmy for so many years in ESCA. Upper echelon, but never on a top team, and now on Cloud9. They grow up so fast.
It's quite poetic.
They grow up so fast.
Well, let's not call them the top team just yet.
Well, that's true. They've got work to prove.
Yeah.
Chuty tries to take a peek toward that headshot box. Unfortunately, has to fall away from it.
Definitely a lot of work to do. It's a prestigious name for sure in ECS, but one that's fallen from grace recently. We'll see what they can do. Definitely a talented lineup, and now they are on a 4 on a 4. Not bad a roof. Making their way towards Catwalk. The bomb's going to be as well. There as well. Looking like they have got some sort of execution coming in.
Interesting play for Breezy right now. If he can walk through long and take this over as they coordinate this on short, he's got a real chance of taking it away from them. Thankfully, they're going to rotate 1 player back. It is Slemmy that's going to watch it. Missed shots from Skadoodle, though, and they continue to advance. Chuty finds the kill. Slemmy has to retake long as a CT just to hold for the retake potential, and Breezy wins that duel. So luckily, Shroud comes up with some kills inside of the site, but Bomb's still going to go down. Breezy's on 6. And has to find an angle that's favorable with the AWP on the site. He tags him up through the wall. Stewie goes down at just 2 HP. And do they consider this? He's looking for the boost. He's going to try and get Shroud in this position and elevate him. But Ape's ready for it. Not going to trick the shot in time, but he hits it again. And now it's Stewie with 2. He's got to go. He's going to have to die here. There's no way out of this situation.
Oh, you never say never, Matthew. There is a very low HP player, and this jump shot, it had to happen. If he could have somehow got that, that was the only window he really had. This should be an almost guaranteed round. Now for Without a Roof, but
smart read by Stewie.
Yeah.
Smart read by Stewie to know that he was low HP and Ape was going to face when he ran.
Well, at least he takes down the AWP with him, so he doesn't win the round, but does some economical damage towards Without a Roof. But Man, you have to say Skadoodle, I think he had to do better in that situation, man. He had 3 players on the screen, and he wasn't flash or anything. Obviously, he came out of a smoke. It wasn't the easiest of shots, but still, a player of his caliber should be finding one there, I'd say. And Cloud9 do have tons of cash here. There's a definite reset potential for without a roof here. If they had to lose this round, that could mean potentially 2 going in the favour of Cloud9. And they've got a much better buy here. Look at all the grenades Cloud9 have available on the screen right now. And without a roof, they're just kind of scraping everything they have together. Galils and AKs and a few smoke, that's about it. But they are setting up for a B split, that's almost certain, given the current setup on the map. Bombing up the B tunnels, 2 in lower B. Smoke towards spawn, surely. Here it comes. And we're going to try and force through. We saw what happened as Jordan ripped them apart before. Shroud set up in CD spawn waiting for them now. Actually, maybe adjusting this after seeing the smoke and having the setup for the B split. Going to be going towards Catwalk.
And Shroud did get 2 kills on retake up from ramp last time for Cloud9, but needs to be aware of this situation because they're very quickly going to go for a drop here. There's no question about it. Skadoodle's not playing the same angle. He's on the ramp this time, which means he can be even quicker to be overwhelmed. He doesn't have the same lineup. He can't control the angle, and 2 players have already got by. I'm not even sure that Skadoodle's completely aware of how close they are. Double flash, tries to escape toward long, but still, again, it's Breezy that's coming through late. I take that back, excuse me. This time it looks like it's actually going to be Chuty that's out in that position. And he's going to try and win this over. Skadoodle's got his back turned entirely. Thankfully, Slemmy wins the duel. Stewie, though, look at him. 3 kills on top of the site. Finally, Ape goes down to Slemmy after trading against Stewie, and it works out brilliantly. Stewie comes up massive.
Yeah, Stewie, a player I'm yet to be impressed by, I have to say.
Stewie 3K.
Yeah, exactly. A player I'm yet to see anything too impressive from. I know he's a skilled player, and he definitely has the potential to play at the top level, but for me, it's not really arrived just yet. That was a very strong round from him. 3 kills, and keeps the A site completely locked down. And here we go. The only saving grace for the roof, they're getting the bomb down. Doesn't mean it's going to be a double eco here. At least they can just take 1 and have enough cash for the next round. Had they not planted at all, that could have been a really difficult situation going forward. But that extra $800 definitely helps. They're going to get some Desert Eagles now and some PT-50s, smokes, and they're actually going to be going for some sort of execute here. So, Chuty can't run across from Skadoodle.
I haven't seen Skadoodle taking that fight down middle in too many situations, so it's good to see him having that aggression.
When you know
again.
You're up against an almost guaranteed eco, it's a bit of a different story.
He's hit it twice now, and one of them was actually up against a gun round too, but Skadoodle oftentimes isn't aggressive in those situations.
Yeah,
so.
I just like, if you're reading the money situation like these guys will, it's just like, you might as well face him, try and gain it. It's quite an easy shot, to be fair, that one, like jumping across, it's pretty dumb for a terrorist to try and do that, but we'll see what their plan is now. Smokes come in, smoke on the entrance of the B tunnels and on the platform as well, trying to bait out some grenades here. Wait for the spray to stop and the reload to come in, and now here comes the push.
That's the problem, is Stewie's so anxious. He has to reload, does find Ape inside of the smoke, but full reload, does he have time? Breezy comes through, P250 drawn, and thankfully Shroud's there to cut them off because Stewie has gone down because DSR's got 2. Suddenly inside the site, but forever alone as he's 1 versus 3, and there is a wrap coming through from the tunnels. It's Slemmy to arrive. Stewie looked quite apprehensive in that situation.
Yeah, well, obviously had his vision taken away from him and was expecting terrorists to run forward. He was just trying to stay alive as long as possible, have a flashbang come from his teammate potentially, and then he could face.
Are you a fan of actually spraying into that knowing that it's a narrow corridor, or trying to wait until they push and you can get vision when they're inside the smoke? Because there's a chance, obviously, they go both angles.
Obviously, when you know it becomes pistols, they can see the tracers. If they've got deagles, you have the potential of getting taken down there. And they could, like I said, they were waiting for him to spam, and then they were going to the site. So I would say wait for them and actually have the flashbang for your teammates, and they'll give your position away for the sake of getting a blind spray. It may give you a couple of kills, but most likely not going to. Short head from Skadoodle. It's another eco from without a roof, and they're getting completely wrecked here on towards short. It's going to be a completely clean round. Skadoodle getting confident. As you said, a player like him, if he can find these kills, even on the eco rounds, if he can just get in towards the zone and kind of like get feeling like he's above these guys, and in terms of AWP at least, maybe he can start facing. One of the problems in Cloud9 is even when they were at their peak, he was a player that needed a lot of direction, like especially Sean was having to tell him, okay, go face this angle, really go try and get a pick here. It wasn't down to, they didn't have that killer instinct on Orbis have saying, well, I've got to spawn, I'm going to go take this angle. I don't care what you guys want to do, I'm going to go get a pick here. And that's what a lot of the top Orbis will be doing. They won't be waiting to be told what to do. They'll be taking it, or taking the bull by the horns, as it were. But now, it's going to be no one who tried to do that by himself, pushed out towards long blue bin, and he got completely taken down there. And Stewie getting towards the B tunnels. He's got a great read on the terrorist right now.
Ska again going to play out toward the car. See if nothing elects to rotate back in toward the B site now that Shroud's actually rotated over. But because they pushed up, okay, so this is interesting. I actually just noticed this now. The push from Stewie means that nothing. They're going to set this crossfire. They can afford to. They've got so much read right now inside of the B tunnels.
Skadoodle on the A side as well, yeah. It's very locked down, I would say. But that shot actually helps out. So, there you go.
There's where it helps because nothing gets those 2 kills. They're going to let Stewie stay in that position. And he's actually going to get closer. DSR's making a ton of noise. Easy pickup. Oh, DSR spots him. Now they've got a problem because they're going to put a number of players in that position. He manages one spray down, making a second shoot. He's there. And nothing has rotated over all that's happening because the information was that they were in the tunnel. So it does work out in the end. It got a little bit hairier than it should have, but good push from Stewie. Good read to get the information.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a ballsy move. They had got that first pick, and he read it very well indeed and didn't actually go full all-in sort of mode. He actually holding up a B, waiting for those footsteps to come in as well. Finds 2 kills. Wasn't the most comfortable, but he made it work for himself. So 7-3 in favour of Cloud9.
Pass on right. Who was that?
What's that? Oh, yeah, always pass on right. You're right. That's very good knowledge for you. I didn't expect you to know that.
I did play on a Cal IM team in CS 1.6. Let's not talk about that ever again.
All right. Yes. Anyone who's wondering what we're talking about, it means in spawn, everyone just goes to the right, then you can't bump into each other. It's pretty basic, but you know, interesting sometimes.
Judy goes down. Breezy out mid already. They're not going to bother facing this. They don't need to put aggression on. They know the money situation and nothing. Holds it from range. He's got the advantage with the M4. Cloud9 looking actually quite good. I mean, compared to what we've seen from Luminosity CT sides.
Yeah. If you remember, actually, the last time we saw Cloud9, that's actually coming back to me now, was at the Major. And it was against G2 on this map, and they looked like horrible.
They looked dog shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I apologize for the language, but there's no other way of putting it. They didn't have anyone holding off the default inside of the lower tunnels. Shocks or Scream, I can't remember.
Scream pushing.
Scream, yeah, pushed through B tunnels every single time and wrecked them on the spiral staircase.
Yeah,
so.
that was on the T side, obviously, but it's still like, it seems like the CD side is drilled right now. They've seen that they're clear on their objective. And they'll be changing things up now, which is nice. So Stewie will be going on the AWP as well. This is a perfect time to do it. Just when the pause comes in for Out of Roof, they'll be adjusting what they're doing and trying to work out their options. Now, Cloud9 change things up. Let's see what Stewie decides to go over. I saw he'll be more of the turret style. AWP and Skadoodle can now really get into the swing of things as we enter round number 12. The bike coming from Out of Roof, they have obviously got the AWP on DSR. The money is okay. Ape deciding, I think he's been dropped an AWP as well. So they're going for a double AWP setup on the T side. So 4 AWPs. Not 5 what we saw from Luminosity, but, you know, it's racking up now. Still, that's kind of funny. I saw them make a tweet earlier. They're actually like 9-0 down, and it wasn't until they had the 5 sniper rifle setup. That's when they got their first round.
Yep.
So the haters, you can argue with it, but
it worked.
It worked.
I don't know why it worked, but it worked. Ape goes drop suicide, but Stewie's made it through the door. And because of how close the angle is, Ape didn't have it. He's actually gone back around to the ramp, so he's actually gone out. Stewie's timing is perfect. So not an ideal situation for Ape to have been in, not to hold that angle. Stewie's gone back over. He's rotated inside of the B site. He'll watch down the corridor. That allows nothing, a little bit more rotation freedom toward mid with that M4. Second AWP, obviously in the hands of Skadoodle. That goes without saying, but just going to sit on top of the A site right now. And Ape's going to slowly walk in that direction. And Shroud here's the smoke. He just has to wait for the call from Skadoodle. If they go for the drop, if there's going to be an overwhelming presence. And look, it's Stewie. This angle is actually pretty decent in this situation.
yeah, I like this.
Why does he wiggle his mouse so much?
Well, I can get into that afterwards if you want, but
Let's do it afterwards.
Yeah, it's basically so you have okay, we'll get into it after this. It's going to take me a minute to explain or so, but we'll keep going.
DSR has a slight gap in that smoke that he could try and work with. They'll heard that scope. They definitely have heard that on the inside of CT spawn right now. Shroud has that awareness. Good shot from Skadoodle. Won't miss this time on towards short. It's Shooty that goes down. And now the 2 remaining terrorist players are completely split up. 8 missing the flick. Easily picked up by Ska.
So why players have that kind of wiggly movement and they're holding an angle like that, it's basically so you're completely in sync with your sense at that particular time. So if he has a very high sense, he wants to feel like exactly where if he has to flicker, someone jumps across.
Keeping the muscle memory.
Exactly. He's feeling exactly where he is and kind of keeping in the zone. And it also helps keep you concentrated as well. You're not just staring at a completely tight angle. You've got a dead locked crosshair. Sometimes it's like daydreaming. As long as you're doing something and it's like kind of keeping that muscle memory going, the flick comes in, you're in the zone where it's going to be. So
yeah, it's fair enough. Stewie seems to do it a lot because he also is rotating his mouse with the M4. this time. Nothing. Overwhelmed in the corner. Closet manages to stay alive in that situation. Thanks in a large part to Stewie, who has 3 with an AWP, showing off some versatility, making a 4th. Inside the smoke, Breezy goes down.
Stewie looking strong, 4 kills for him. And look at the money. Everyone's got 16k. High rollers in Cloud9 right now.
You could say they're all Cloud. No, I'm not going to do it. That's too obvious. I won't do it.
It won't. You can't make me. But yeah, this is convincing stuff. After Without a Roof won the pistol, it's kind of a little bit dire here. So they are going to be forcing into this one. 5 AKs and pretty modest buys in terms of utility. A few smoke and a couple of flashbangs. Stummy, he'll be holding towards long. He's got backup from 2 of his teammates, but they'll be on the corner for now. As he gets closer and closer to doors, he's just going to spot a couple of players there, but gets away with his life. Getting back towards that pit zone now.
I'm not even 100% sure he did spot, but this is a problem. Slemmy versus the world. Without a Roof world, the war. Alex Award long. He has called for the rotation. Skadoodle's found one, and Shroud's here, but Shroud, a misplay, big misplay. Pulls the rifle instead, and DSR gets them both with the AK.
Is it worth pulling out a HG in that
He has to support Skadoodle. Like, there's no reason for him to nade there.
Have your gun out. Like, that's such a weird position for a HG. HGs aren't even that powerful in CSGO. It's not going to do enough damage to actually do anything worthwhile, but still. 3 on 2, and it's going to be nothing. And Stewie on the retake. And you can see flashbangs coming over here. Obviously, 16k club. Might as well be going for this. Round number 14. And the crossfires have been established here. It's going to be DSL taking down nothing. And that should be the round secured here. And Stewie deciding to save. And I think his teammates just said, no, we've got 16k. You might as well go for it. Do what you can.
Do it.
Yeah.
Stewie 2K.
That's exactly what is happening.
Hit the front page of Reddit. 1 versus 3. Sorry, dead. 5 down long often doesn't work in that situation, but that was a big misplay.
Yeah, like I said, HEs are so underpowered in CSGO. It doesn't really make sense to even chuck on in that scenario. You know there's 5 people on the side out smoke. Have your gun out, ready to go. Let's try and get a couple more, but he decided to go for the former. And it's going to be 10-4 without a roof with the simple play towards long. They do get something to work with right now. We're going to the final round of the first half. Double orbs, Stewie and Skadoodle back once again. And it's looking like long will be the area of conflict once more for without a roof. Not going to be sending all 5 players this time. It's going to be 2 in the doors. And just maybe trying to bait something out here.
So Shroud in the pit. He's normally been the swing player at CT. It's Slemmy now that has the rifle closest to that position, and they are approaching onto Catwalk. Smoke out, gap in it. Shooty might try and wander through that. Skadoodle's going to try and hold it as well as DSR boosted above the smoke, tries to find through. So they are trying to set this up. DSR calls for that, but they've got a decent setup right now on Cloud9's side to shut this down. Molotov as well, and DSR goes down to 38, just trying to deploy a smoke at lower. That's easily enough thrown from the corner. Stewie again, finding 8th. Great half from him. They still want this catwalk position. Watch the battle toward long as well, because if they try and... Don't tell me they're going to do run boost.
No,
I thought they were going to.
They're trying to boost over the smoke, trying to view over, but they're messing it up completely, and now there's losing frags everywhere. So Skadoodle should find another one here. Easy kills, good flashbangs, good synergy from the teammates. Gets the 3rd as well. Skadoodle have a very strong game here. Stummy gets the final kill here. 11-4 for Cloud9. I have to say we did favour them heavily going into this one, but that was a very promising first half from the newly reformed.
It was very good. I mean, Stewie 2K hits 19 kills total in the first half. A lot of them with an AWP. Had a 4K with the AWP. Nothing gets 8. I mean, nothing first off and foremost. Gets 2 kills with a P250 inside of the B site. Gets a 3rd kill over on the A site when they're trying to cross in. Starts off things brilliantly and then picks up 5 kills at ace the next round, the first gun round, full gun round after. So huge contributions from him.
Nothing, yeah. He looks great, but the problem is it's not. They're playing against the lesser N18s right now. This has never been a problem for Cloud9. It's not like they've ever struggled against these guys. It's when the battle pressure's on and actually having to be in big qualifiers, and that's when they seem to actually don't turn up to it. Like teams like Tempo Storm really seem to have their number right now. And we're waiting to get into the second half. I think we have 5 seconds remaining, Matt. So any last thoughts on that first half you'd like to tell me before we start?
Nope.
No? Good. Well, we're getting into it then. We'll see the buys coming in to be Cloud9, obviously on the terrorist side. If they win this, it's pretty much GG considering the way they're playing right now, but you know without a roof are probably going to win it. They always seem to find a way. Teams that are on the massive disadvantage here, but they've gone for 5 sets of armor, not a single kits. They've got 2 decoys. On the city side, you always probably want to have 1 player at least on the defuse kit, but over there, something up their sleeve.
So Breezy's forced back quickly, knows that Cloud9 putting a ton of pressure out toward Long. He's trapped at the car, so DSR has to set crossfire with him. No one peeking, though, with DSR. And there is a second player on the ramp that could have easily done so. Breezy goes down. Cloud9's actually going to fall away from this. Get that first kill, slow things considerably. They know the rotations come over to the A site. Now they can take advantage of the map.
Waiting for the reaction, but oh god, Shroud, that's somehow get away with that. That's pretty sick from him, to be fair. The 360 spin in the lower B tunnel gets him the kill. And now it's just going to be 2 CTs remaining. DSR with low HP, 21 to be exact, will be finding a kill on towards nothing. But he's going to be aware, he's giving the call to his teammates. A's clear, it's probably going to be a B. And Ape presented with 4 players on the screen, goes under 2 HP, it's going to be slamming that takes him down. DSR now without a hope here, just hoping he can get $300 with his pistol, but it's not meant to be. Cloud9 got the pistol in the bag, 12-4 in their favour. And without a roof, probably going to be forcing into the second round, I would say. They probably need to actually get something rolling here. Can't really allow 2 more rounds to go in favour of Cloud9. Let's see what they decide to do. 4 seconds remain. They're going to be going full eco. Okay. So that will be the advantage for Cloud9. Actually 14-4 here. Maybe, oh, I tell you what they're going to be doing. They'll go for that Famous Spy. Famous Spy on the third to go full eco this time and pull out like 3 Famouses and maybe a shotgun. That's what they'll probably be doing.
There's potential for it.
Yeah, tend to get a couple of kills here, but maybe that's what they're going for. They have got Deagles here.
Oh, look at this positioning. DSR sneaky, but misses the headshot. Slemmy easily able to turn around and take him down. Ape smoked off at the spawn. B site already granted access. So pretty straightforward from Cloud9 here.
Pretty optimistic angle there from Ape. Through the smoke, trying to get a headshot through the doors as well. But, you know, one Breezy now is not remaining. Short, 13-4, pretty simple round for Cloud9. Didn't really give much away. Let's see if without a roof, do we go for the Famouses this time with those 2 they allow. They're not going to be just going very conservative. They're going to be looking to play just the gun rounds. So nothing really special in terms of tactics coming in. No emergency procedures coming out. It will be 14-4 on the first map to Cloud9. And they can keep Shroud on that map 10. This is almost a guaranteed round in their favour.
DSR blinded, but already committed. Just runs it, why not? He did get a flash to try and get him a little bit further than he should have otherwise, but nothing gets him. Follows it up by taking down Breezy, who managed 1. Slemmy with Chuty on the other side. Bomb still in T-spawn, just hanging out. Getting a read, trying to find the player at lower tunnels, potentially. That is no one. Ape's got a read on nothing inside of smoke, but unfortunately he shows first. So 14-4.
Indeed.
And guns to come back out now for without a roof.
Well, they didn't force in the second, so they will have a healthy buy. We've discussed this a lot. We won't go into Counter-Strike 101 just yet. I'm sure you're sick of my quick lectures we have from CSGO. Matt's probably sick to the back teeth of it.
Yep. Not wrong.
Yep. But the people have to know, Matt. They need to get educated.
It's true.
I'm just here trying to change the world.
Don't know if esports is the right place to change the world, Henry.
Oh,
if you get enough of a following,
yeah, that's what I'm doing. Finding my followers, my disciples, and then we'll take
disciples.
Yeah.
That's scary. I'm reporting you.
For what exactly?
Don't worry about it. DSR does go for the late peek round corner with the AWP.
Here we go.
And it is Ape that starts it off, so finally without a roof have something to work with. However, Shroud gets Ape back through the mid doors, and now he can start to advance. They have to pull 2 players back from long, rotate 1 to CT just to cover for this, and it spreads them quite thin. Most crucially over toward the B site, where it's just a single player. Breezy inside the back of the site.
He's going to be in city spawn. It should be getting wrecked here. Shroud spots him. That's going to be a decent Molotov as well. We'll flush him out, but trying to do what he can to get away from this. He's going to back up from the overpass area as well, but there it is. Down. You okay?
I just can't see the numbers.
That's the problem I've got as well, but it's fine.
No one inside of the site. That's who it was. Either way, he's got the M4 primed and ready for the window. Well-timed flash. He has to back around the box, tries to re-peek it out, and 2 are there. Shroud gets the shot. And it's Chuty to follow immediately after. DSR, I'm going to call him Desi, but DSR is going to find 1 on Shroud inside smoke. Bomb is going to be planted now. They'll take no further chances in the game of hunting, but it's not going to be map point for Cloud9.
Yeah, no kip, AWP, and the Shroud who picked up 4 frags. does get taken down by DSR, not Desi in the end. But he's a nice man. Never met him before. I saw him this weekend.
He's a positive energy kind of guy.
Shout out to him. I liked him.
Yeah.
But 15-5 now. Cloud9 pretty much guaranteed winning this first map here. What was the second map for you? I've forgotten. I'm going to have a look.
Cash.
Cash money.
Money, baby. DSR's been kind of quiet, actually, in this position.
This is actually...
Skadoodle should have heard him there.
This is without a roof pick as well, Dusty.
Okay, good shot to save it.
So, Cash is probably going to get...
Yeah, this could get...
They're going to go to real bloody war then. If you know what I mean.
I do know exactly what you mean. DSR's thrown his op out toward long, indicates perfectly where he's going to be heading. As he drops over, excuse me, it is the op, yeah, because he saved it. So the scout for Breezy.
Difficult times for without a roof. Famous scout, but you know what? That scout's paying off. He takes down Skadoodle. Huge scalp to take here.
Don't think he'll complain too much with that. Slummy. Waiting him behind the box. The former puppet master of Without a Roof.
Puppet master?
Yeah, that was kind of rude, wasn't it? Just a little bit. He sprays through doors, bombs. Placed strategically at the bottom of B tunnel so they could evaluate what was going on from Spiral in case there was a push through, but they've gone back to grab that. That's nothing. He's thrown it again. Up on top of Catwalk. It's picked up by Shroud. But 4 plays 4, decent positioning right now. Actually, excuse me, 4 plays 5, decent positioning right now from the CTs. 2 inside the B site, but this positioning on A, pretty straightforward. The interesting thing is Trudy pushed up here.
He'll be getting tons of intons under the footsteps here, and Slemmy probably won't be aware of his position. This could be a big kill coming in, but not just yet. But that Molotov, he is aware this might be a possibility now. Terrace making their way towards A through the catwalk area. Breezy, he's in the wrong place completely as DSR now with the orb.
Missed timing.
Come on, there it is.
Let's get it on the repeat. Good face on Stewie. Almost gets the no-scope in his Shroud as well. But thankfully, Chudy has come up large because it now makes it a 1 versus 3. Shroud gonna plant, has to stick it. Down to 41 HP on that nade that detonates close range. Good shot, but he's in the open. Has to be weary of Catwalk. He's facing 2, and he knows they're getting close. It's not gonna be timing that's favorable. Molotov on it actually would have killed him if he hadn't moved. But with enough time, it's not gonna change much on the defuse.
Indeed, it's just gonna be delaying the inevitable here, but it's gonna be without a roof. Pulling one back here. Going to need 10 in a row after this just to make overtime, so I feel like this is just making it a bit more respectable.
Interesting.
In terms of, no, I'd say just respectable in terms of the scoreline. They're not going to win that. It's just not going to happen. But keep fighting. You never give up. Never back down. That's what we did. Look at us now.
That's true. Yeah, motivational speaker. Why this? What is this like depressing? Like, oh, there's a car accident today. Like, I don't even want to take that into the next depth.
I think that's probably the least thing on the people who live on Destiny. The least of their worries is a car crash, considering what's going on right now.
I mean, at least that car's on fire, which indicates that it worked at some point previously, unlike the blue car that's out toward this one or the other one beside it.
Well, all cars worked at one point.
More recently than not, says that they might have had some economic stability in a recent past, Henry. You know, instead of just being a wasteland forever. It spreads just enough through the doorway, but Chudy's going to play the off angle instead. Catwalk looking to be possessed once more by Cloud9. The
phantoms of Cloud9? That's what you're getting at?
That's not what I was getting at.
Possessed.
It's possessed.
Yeah.
By Stewie 2K. Slummy starts to evaluate out on middle as well. They do have the smoke off in CT. Now with that kill, they can start to try and work a split on toward the B site, but do we have a leg? Okay, no. Skadoodle's just sitting there. Has bomb in hand. I was going to say could start to rotate away from it. He's dropped it down intentionally, and now they'll start to work this out. Nothing's going to be the one to evaluate the B site. Quick smoke in will allow him a little bit more entry room, but he's going to have to go left on entry, and already no one's trying to read that and counter the play. They're all going through tunnels. In fact, no one going through middle. Mostly in part to the fact that Skadoodle has one of the only 2 remaining smokes left, but nothing finds no one. Sight given up, and Stewie's dropped down late from Catwalk. A perfect lurk.
The knife comes out, the final stab, and it's going to be the round that gives Cloud9 the 16-5 victory here, Matt. It's very convincing stuff. And have to say that CT half was pretty stellar. Great reactions and working the double orb setup very nicely. Skadoodle had a fantastic start, so did nothing. I think everyone on the team played pretty lights out. Everyone was finding frags, and Stewie had some very good rounds as well. So shout out to everyone on Cloud9. But like I said, the point I was making, they've always been very comfortable with these lower end NA teams. It's not like it's, wow, Slemy's really worked this team out. He's got them into a great position. They look so much better now.
Look, I'm trying to give him some credit. All right, I'm trying to build it up a little bit. Like, come on, Slemmy, good for you, good for you.
It's just short. They look good. They look good. That's fine. But let's not get too excited.
I think the thing that I'm excited about more than Slemmy coming in, and obviously in one map, it's hard to read that, especially this map, like you say, was just nothing having good awareness to be in a position playing on the edge of the smokes, not overcommitting too much. Stewie was actually the best I've seen him in a while. Again, up against a different opponent altogether, but I'm good to see some individual flair from them. Again, Skadoodle will be willing to take the fights. These are little things that, yes, much different opponent than someone like Luminosity, Liquid, CLG, but still encouraging to look at, I think.
Yeah, they look like they're comfortable at least, and that's a good step going forward. Obviously, that was a massive problem with Jordan calling. The team never really looked that solid. It was very rigid and couldn't really get rolling with that one. But that was War's pick, Dust 2. So we're going to Cash now, which is actually going to be Cloud9. So presumably more of the same here. This is the map they probably wanted to play going forward. They want to see whether they can make this one of their home maps. So we'll see how Slemmy can actually adjust what was already a solid map for Cloud9 as a whole. So hopefully something interesting coming up here. You never know. Maybe War have been practicing this as well. I doubt it, considering it's like the
practice for them doesn't even seem like an option right now. It's just battering after battering. Hopefully they'll find some time over the weekend. But we're going to take a short break. When we come back, it will be the second map, and it will be Cash and Cloud9 with a 1-0 lead.